heck? Why can't I see it? All right. I'm back. Can we hear me? Can we hear me? Can we hear me? Can we hear me? Okay. Whew. All right. We'll give everybody will give everybody a few minutes. Good. Sorry about that, ladies. I'm a goofy, crazy Sunday. So I'm trying to get this all set up so you can see it really good. Let me see. There we go. So how's everybody's Sunday? Good? I better not be buffering because I'm going to be mad. I had to go back to my third-party OS. Seems like I can't stream. I live in a valley, so streaming off my phone is bad. So I'm going to have to get a better camera or something. I don't know. Is it? It's beautiful. It was icky yesterday. Oh, it's still your Saturday bowl? Okay, cool. Now what did I do with everything? Because I was throwing everything everywhere. And we'll give everybody a few more minutes. I need to go post. I suppose I should go post, huh? Oh my goodness. This is going to be my first time doing this. Okay. It's a lazy day. I like lazy days. All right. I hate this. I was hoping to do everything live so that I could see. Hi, Tracy. How are you? Let me just shut my bedroom door so dog doesn't bother us. All right. Oh, we're only down to 2 watching now? Oh. I had a bunch on earlier. Dang it. Where's my OS? Hi, Pauline. Let's give it a few more seconds. The reason why I'm doing the stream is because I wanted to learn how to do this, and I figured what's a better way to learn it than with everybody that likes to create. And I thought, oh, this would be a really cool thing to do when you know, for journal pages and crap like that. So what you're gonna need is you're gonna need some Elmer's glue. Elmer's glue. And you're gonna need like a box top or cardboard. And you're gonna need a heavy, like a watercolor paper. I'm using watercolor paper. I got it at Joann's for like, I think it was $4.99. And then you're gonna need an assortment of watercolors. And it says there, and I was watching the streams, and there were two kinds of salt usage, and one was the coarse sea salt, and I get this at the dollar store for, well, Dollar General for $1.50, and just regular salt. So there were two methods that they did it on, and so I'm going to try both, and I'm probably going to combine the two. So okay. So, and then some watercolor brushes, and we should be good to go. So the first thing that we're going to do is, it says well, I put this up here, a deep pan works too. A deep pan works too, for in case for the salt. So I put some cups down, some plastic cups, and then my cardboard, and then the white paper, so heavy duty watercolor. Now, some of the people masking taped their paper down, which is probably a good thing, but I don't have any masking tape. So here we go. Welcome back, Kathy. Oh yeah. I'm avoiding my update, Kathy. So anyway, let's get started. It says, when I was watching all the live streams, I found this on Pinterest first, and then I was like, well, if it's on Pinterest, there's got to be some tutorials, and there was some amazing artwork that was done. Hi, Emily, how are you? So, let me just get some water here. Oops. And my watercolors are all set up. And it says what you need to do is to first put down glue. So you can make any design you want. So let's see, what can I do here? Just kind of make some squigglies. We're just going to squiggle for right now. And let's see. And it says next to put the salt on. So I'm going to try the regular salt first. Oh, good, Emily. And I'm just going to, says just to put it over it. So I'm just going to generously put it over it. And this is just one of the methods. I'm gonna it said to be generous with it, so I'm going to be generous with it. And let's see. Let's start out with some watercolor. And we'll start out, I don't know, let's start it with a bright color. Let's see here. Get some water in here. And this is the wet sun. Some of them wait till it dries, but if you look real close, oh, where's my water? Okay. I'll hold this really close. Yeah, it doesn't unless it's dry. So you see how it's just some nice and bright. And then somebody else used hot glue. So I'm going to try that too, because that might dry faster than this glue. And then let's see here. Try blue. And I guess you got to get it really watery, but let's see here. Come on, watercolor. All right. And the glue kind of absorbs it. And this is what I think they called the raised effect. Okay. Because it's wet, I guess that's why it's going to do that. And I guess you leave this on, you know. Hi, Shelly. Thanks for coming back. And then let's see, let's try a really bright pink. Whoops. Clean your brush, Robin. I should probably plug in my hot glue gun, but though it cleans up really fast. And I guess this is, I found this on a kids site, actually. Let's see, what else do I got here? Let's try green. I guess you gotta use a more fluid. I'm using too stiff of a brush, I guess. Let's see here. And I, on the raised effect, from what I was reading, you can kind of let it dry. Kathy, it can be. I think there's another method where they use acrylics, but they water it down. And this method, I don't see a problem with it, but the other methods that I'm going to show you, probably not. So basically, you get the gist of what this is, So, and then you just kind of keep going around till you get your colors. And then when this dries, it's kind of like artwork. You know what I'm saying? It's after it dries. I'm gonna plug in my hot glue gun here. Where's my glue gun? All right. We have it nice and hot. I should have had that plugged in, sorry. I'm nervous. Yeah. Yeah, I like the colors too. Let's see what other color can we do? Let's do another color. I got orange. How about a yellow? Okay. Come on, brushes. They're not cooperating. All right. What do we got? And when this dries, the salt, I guess this salt is melting into the glue. So that's what I read. And it just kind of dries like that. You can frame it or whatever you want to do with it. I don't know. Let's see here. I want to try the hot glue on it because it dries fast. And there's another technique that I want to try next. And it's basically you let the glue dry. And once it's dry, you watercolor over everything, your design. But this would be great for like kids and stuff like that. Just to kind of show them how it reacts and absorbs. So this is the raised artwork. And then you just let it dry. And you go from there. So let me see if my glue gun's ready yet. Not quite. Oh, ow. I know. You still get nervous, though, you know? Okay. So I'm going to set this off to dry, and I'll show pictures of it. I'm going to dump the salt. So see, the salt's all dumped off. You can kind of see where it's drying. So you could do like some sort of a pattern type thing and save it and frame it, or your kids could do it. Let's do the hot glue so that dries really fast. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Come on, glue. Here it comes. Make some circles. Now somebody did this, and it was on YouTube, and I apologize I didn't write her name down. But she made this to be like a stencil. So what you do is you put your hot glue down, and this dries really fast. I'm gonna need more hot glue. I'm just going to do a little picture here. All right. So we can get it to dry really fast. That kind of made my page curl a little bit. Hi, Jada. How are you? Yeah, it would. It would. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get this to dry really quick, hopefully. Hot glue kind of dries sort of fast. Bear with me. You guys were up for a long time last night. I went to bed. I couldn't stay up. See here. See here. Like this. You want to put the hot glue on kind of thick and make sure that all your corners are sealed, so when you pull it up, when you're done, you'll be able to see your pattern. So give it a few more seconds here. Did you sleep, Kathy? You're still going strong, boho? Oh my goodness. All right. All right. Come on, dry. It's getting there. It's actually dry. It's pretty much dry. It's a little stiff. It's not dry. Okay, so then what they did on their channel, and there's a lot of girls out there. There's a lot of men out there that are doing this too. And let's see. We'll just get some bright colors. And what you just do is just kind of go watercolor around it. And then, let's see. Let's see here. Let's throw in something that'll match the yellow. We'll do some purple. I didn't want to make this too big because I didn't want to get you guys all bored and stuff. I think you can take off the little stringies as you go. You'll be fine. Okay, let's try another color. Let's try a light pink. Okay. And then when we get this all colored, what we're going to do is we're going to sprinkle some coarse sea salt on it. Let's see what that does to the picture. And I have my blow dryer, and we'll dry it and then take it off. Thanks, Kath. Get a little darker here. It's supposed to go faster. I'm not using enough water. I don't use watercolors that much. I'm learning about them. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's try green. Let's see. We'll get green. Here, that's some green. All right, let's throw one more color in here and then we'll dip the salt in. Let's see here. Let's try a little orange, I think. Orange. And I'm sure there's people, I don't know if any of you guys have ever done anything. There you go, Jane. See? Sometimes it takes other people to inspire other people. Okay, so now we're going to sprinkle some of the coarse sea salt. And what it does is it absorbs the watercolor, and it adds a little effect on it. Now you can put a lot on there or a little. Like I said, I was like browsing for something to do the other day because Mandy wasn't on for like forever. And let's throw a little extra salt on here too. Hi, Arlena. How are you, dear? I'm just going to put some regular table salt on top of that. See what happens, right? We don't know what we're going to get until we try it. Okay. Oh, this is going to be cool. All right. So let's peel off. And I recommend using if you're going to use the hot glue, definitely use a heavyweight paper. And then you can use this as a stencil for your next page too. All right. Bear with me while I get this off. And you gotta kind of be careful. We'll use this as a stencil on our next page. Come on. You're supposed to absorb, man. And just don't go ripping this up, because I tried just going really fast. You gotta kind of go slow with it. Whoopsie. Go slow, Robin. Maybe if I took it off the paper cup, plastic cups, but you know, I gotta make my life challenging. Okay, let's see here. All right. All right. Come on. We're almost there. So I didn't want to do a lot so you guys wouldn't have to be sitting there. Alright. Alright. Just hold your finger down near the glue. If it's lifting a little bit of the paper, I think that'll be okay. It's lifting a little bit of the paper underneath the glue. I imagine if you put like a, I don't know if you could use like a, something like a, you know, they use on baking sheets. The, sorry, I might be a little off frame here. Whoopsie. Come on, stick with me. Okay. Okay, this is not going to be used as my next page because I'm ripping the glue. Come on. We're almost there. Almost got it. The little ones are easy, and the, I guess not doing it too thick too is key. And maybe if you did the did this on a silicone plate and then did your die, that would be it. But I don't have a silicone plate. I need to get one. So, well, either way, we're doing it this way. Hi, Tuppy. All right. Let's get this last little bit of glue off. All right. Then I'm going to shake this off. See what happens. What do you think? Let's get a stiff brush and get that off of here. I used hot glue, Arlena, on this one. Yeah, I should have done it. I should have made a plate, you know, like a, I don't have a silicone plate. And I thought, oh, I'll just go with this, see what happens. Now I know. I need a silicone plate. Next on the shopping list. So that's what happens when you outline with glue. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if I can. Ouch. And then the salt, you just keep kind of You gotta get the salt all off. But if you did that on a whole page, that would be pretty cool, huh? So let's just try watercoloring an entire page and dropping the salt on it. So, oops. I got salt everywhere. Oh my god. My vacuum cleaner's gonna love me. Alright, so now let's clean my brush. Clean my brush. Put up a new sheet. Okay. And I guess getting the paper really wet is the key on this one. Let's see, let's get some red in there. Because you can't use it in a journal. Do you want sea salt in your journal? I mean, if you want to leave it on, you can. But all the instructions, I think it's going to fall off eventually. So that would be my thought, right? Do a full journal page on this one. Let's see here. So, besides relaxing, what does everybody else got going on today? I already did laundry today. Went to Joann's. Joann's has they've got a huge Halloween sale. I think 60 or 70% off all their Halloween stuff that's left on the shelves. Yes, the effect is that it absorbs the colors and leaves like little designs on it. So, like I said, this is my first time doing this. So, you want to make sure your page is wet. I'm going to get my blow dryer and dry this when we're done here. You want to keep your page wet too. Yeah. The problem I see in this is the pain for me is getting all that sea salt, getting that salt off afterwards. One girl said it bothered her hands in her comments. And after just doing that little bit that I did, I see what she meant. I was like, well, she's a wuss. No, she's not. It's pain. It feels icky. Imagine if you could put some rubber gloves on or something. Well, that's cool. I wish I had a Michaels around me. I don't have a Michaels. I don't have a Tuesday morning either. It's really rather annoying. I'm sure my significant other is thrilled with the fact that we do not have those stores around me because, let's see here, go down here. And I'm sure other people will work faster than me. Let's throw a little red over there. Whoopsie. And now I see what they meant by taping it down. You're supposed to masking tape this down, but of course I didn't. Well, the Tuesday mornings I've been to have sucked. That's why I don't understand why all you people are having great finds at Tuesday mornings. When I lived up north, it was like Lombard, Illinois. They had an icky Tuesday morning. It was gross. It was dark, dirty, dingy. Okay, let's throw on the regular salt on this one. See how it's absorbing and salt's kind of melting into it. Some put a little on, some put a lot. Bye, Kathy. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see what happens here. That's, I don't know, can you kind of see how it's absorbing? I don't know if you can see. See the design it's creating? Yeah, I bet it does sting. I want to make sure that this is somewhat dry before I take it off. Maybe I'll get my dryer here. I wonder if this will work. Is this plugged in? Yes. Something's plugged in for a change. Okay. Let's see what happened. So let me get a harder brush. I know I have one in here somewhere. Oh, here we go. No, that's not good. Whoopsie. Dropping shit all over the place. All right. Imagine if it dries a little bit more. I might try drying a little bit more. Yeah, it is hard to see. I got a crappy camera. I wanted to set this up just live stream off my phone, but didn't work out that way. Trying not to move the salt on them. Well, I really don't think it matters if you. Anyway, I think this would be pretty cool for. Hi, Davina. How are you? Let's see if that helped it at all. Let's see here. Whoops, kind of off screen here. Okay, yeah, now that's nice and hard. So all she did is she kind of rubbed the salt off now. Get these cups out of the way here. Actually, the pretty color salt that at least behind is pretty cool too. Like I said, I don't know what it does on other paper. All I know is that everybody said to use at least the texture or the thickness of watercolor paper. Don't think this would work real well on copy paper. Let's kind of see what's doing. See a little. Can you kind of see the effect that it's doing? Or no? Kind of hard to see, huh? Let's see here. Yeah, it's a neat effect, I mean, I like it. It's getting the salt off of it. Where I put the sea salt, I'm getting a bigger effect. Where I put the smaller sea salt, or where I put the smaller table salt, I've got like little tiny. Looks like an oxide, doesn't it? There we go. There we go. Let's see. How does that look? Can you see it? Is it too bright? See how where the salt kind of stuck to it? There's probably still a little bit of salt on there. There we go. There we go. Kind of see? So yeah, that's the effect you get. And I thought, oh, cool journal pages. Cool journal pages. Has anybody ever done bubble art? With acrylics and soap and stuff. You like that, Shelley? I think that's pretty cool. That'd be a cool journal page, huh? Okay. So that's that. Okay, so let me set up. What I wanted to do also. Yeah, doesn't it? It sure did, Toppy. I was like, that is like the way cool thing. I want to do like a real like dark one to see how that works, like with black and stuff. And then what I want to do is move onto I want to try bubble art for journal pages too. I got everything set up. I'm trying to teach myself watercolor. I suck at it. I've come to that conclusion. A little darker. For safety's sake here, so you guys aren't bored watching me paint. I'm gonna. And how they it was so funny as I was watching videos of kids do this. It was cracking me up because they were just like, oh, throwing salt around. It's pretty funny. All right, so here's the black, and I just wanted to do just one color, just so see if we could. We won't do the whole page. All right, so let's see what the black looks like. Yeah, that shaving cream thing looks like fun, but I'm just like, I need the shaving cream. Let's see, dry this a little bit. I didn't put too much salt on it. I noticed that as I watched the people that were doing it, they didn't put as much salt on it. Now I know why. I'm cheating. I'm using my heat gun. That's what we do here. Take this off. Oh, no, I like this. You can really tell on the black. And the dark color. Almost looks like a pour at one point with itself. I'm trying to imagine rubbing it down. I'm wondering too, I don't have any spray inks. And I was going to pick some up today while I was at Joann's, but I was trying to get back here, get all this done. There, let's see here. Now my fingers hurt. Look, can you see? See, like the cells? It's almost like a pour. You see them? That's what it's supposed to look like. It was harder to see on the, yeah, it is hard, Toby. Yeah. But can you see? Yeah, doesn't it? I recommend wearing like rubber gloves to take the salt off though, because one page wasn't so bad, but let's see how that other page is looking. Now that it's dry. See, I didn't get the effect I wanted to. Maybe if I did kind of get it like right here. See? I did kind of get that effect right here. Yes, Danina, it's salt. You can use coarse salt for bigger areas, like to absorb more and create a bigger salt effect. And just the basic table salt for the smaller effect. And that's how I got the oxide looking effect, is with the table salt. So pant. So tell me what we are making. And basically, it's just, you could make journal pages. It's just art. It's salt and glue art. The glue, let's try another one with glue and see if I can get a better effect with glue. Maybe we can do something with glue. I'm thinking that these will be making some really cool journal pages. Is what I'm thinking. But, that's just me. Thank you. I did put what I used in the thing down at the bottom description of the page. I gotta go back and delete those other. Oh no, where's my watercolor paper? What did I do with my watercolor paper? See, and then that's the one that we did that I didn't quite get the salt off. A watercolor, Danina. Just your standard watercolors. You can use the expensive watercolors or the regular watercolors or whatever watercolors you have. Hold on, I gotta get some more paper. Okay, this was the original one that we first did. Where's my freaking headphones? Oh. I know. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, I was out pricing, the Tim Holtz stuff. I'm like, I can't afford that right now. He'd kill me. So I wanted to get this glue one that I did earlier when I first started with the glue. And I'm going to finish painting it. And then I'm going to rub it off and see what happens. Because I'm kind of curious. Because it's starting to bleed underneath. So... Okay, where's my yellow? The glue's all dry now. Okay, let's see what this does. Sorry, I'm out of frame. You know that. It looks like some of the salt and the glue kind of spread out a little bit. Is that better, Toppy? Yeah. Hi, Cece. Let's see if this was a win-win or a fail-fail. Ow. Salt gets hot. Okay, that's not dry yet. Get it on color. Let's see, now this works better with the glue than I did with the hot glue. But I imagine you have to let this one dry. This is the first one we did. It's not totally dry yet. But what I did is I put down the Elmer's glue. It's just regular Elmer's glue. Okay. And then you sprinkle, you put on real thick the table salt. And then you watercolor it so that the watercolor absorbs onto the salt and the glue. And then you're supposed to let it dry, rub off the salt, and peel off the paint, off the glue. Didn't quite work because I didn't dry it because I'm like missing patience. I'll have to do another one when it's totally dry. Could you use a... What? Sorry, I get... What the hell's going on? This shouldn't be happening. Come on. You still there? You guys there? Ugh. Ugh. Well, my internet provider is like totally messing with me again. I've been fighting with them. Ow. See, I'm nervous. I was panicking. Refresh. Sorry. So basically, we're going to try this with the glue, except I'm not going to make the glue so thick this time. The almond glue. I like that effect with the glue. So we're going to do it again. Can everybody see me? Can everybody hear me? Hello? Houston, we have a problem. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. There we go. Are we back? All right. So now we're gonna try this with the glue again. Now I got my heat gun. Hello, glue, Houston. I'm not gonna put it on as thick. I won't do as much. Maybe it'll dry faster. I'm wondering if you could use it. I don't think you could use a quick drying glue. This time, let's try pouring this on. They do it so fast in these videos because I'm sure they've done it. Maybe they sped up the videos. I don't know. I just thought this would be a cool way to make different kinds of journal pages, especially like Tuppy, you said, if you don't have the money for oxides or to make your own oxides, this is a cool effect. So this is what it looks like before we start the color. Okay, so let me get my paintbrush. Working here. Some clean water. This will be the last one I do, so I don't take up all kinds of time. Let's see here. We'll do green. And the last time, let's see. And I want it to bleed out. So you want to make your watercolors really wet. Whoopsie. So if that makes sense. Not that wet. Because you want the color. You want a good amount of color. Did I lose you? Am I buffering again? You can see the salt's absorbing all that water. It's like it does in our body. Makes us all bloated. Do green here. And I guess the glue just acts as like a barrier and creates a design underneath it. And let's see what, can't wait to see what we get out of this one. Too much salt. Too much salt. Let's try yellow with this. I like yellow and greens together. Let's see. Let's see here. I guess in the areas that you have too much salt, you can take it off. I'm trying to get another yellow to work with me here. Okay. Forgot where I put the glue. It's not working the way I want it, but you know what? I like it when people do things online that kind of throws them off, and everybody can see, well, not what to do, and if you like the effect that they made, then you do it. And This is very interesting to me. All right. Get a little bit salt off. There we go. All right, let's see. Yellow. It's working on yellows. And there we go. I get it wet enough so it spreads, but I can add some water and make it thicker. All right, let's get out the dryer and see what she does. Yeah, I mean, I've seen people go, well, that's not what I wanted, but I like it better than what I wanted. So, all right, let's try this. Oh. No, I keep streaming. I'll be back. I'll be back. Oh, I know it's getting to be the point where my computer's tired. So I'm going to finish this up, try to finish this up, and we're back. I don't get what's going on with my internet provider. I really don't. It's going to take a few minutes for this to dry. I'm getting there. The part's not dry over here with the yellow one. Getting there. Oh, I love the internet. Usually I don't like to do live streams, but it's practice. It's practicing. I think next time I'll do bubble art, or maybe I'll just do bubble art offline. Oh. How's that? Well, let's see what happens. All right. So, see, this is still wet. I'm too afraid to pull it up. I'll have to pull it up. Let's see. Yep. It's too wet. But and anyway, I'll post a picture on my Facebook page when this is dry. But the effect is you put down the glue thick, like in any design you want. This one girl did flowers in this effect. I was just like, oh my God, they're beautiful. So anyway, and then you take your salt and you pour your salt on, and then you watercolor it, and then you let it dry completely, and then you peel off the glue, and then push off the salt and push off the salt, and then you're done with it. But anyway, let's show you one more time what we did. So we got that effect from the glue not being totally dry, but you can see what it's supposed to look like. This is the hot glue effect. This is the hot glue effect. And you can see that that's not good. The paper's all raised. That's not what you want on your journal page, unless you want that on your journal page. But what I'll do the next time is I'll take hot glue on a silicone mat, and I'll do hot glue and make a stencil. And then you do that same effect. You put the stencil down and you do your watercolors, you sprinkle your salt. And you can see that it's going to be a cool effect, but I did it wrong. So, and then, let's see, what else do we have here? And my favorite, which is the black one. You can see it. That's my favorite one. And then I like this one too. This is the other effect. Looks like with the oxides. This was a win-win. This one was a win. This one will be going into a journal page. So sold on it. So, but anyway, yeah. Because I wanted it to dry faster. I thought, oh, I'll just make the stencil. Yeah, this one's my favorite too. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this one I just put the watercolor down and, you know, I didn't blend it too much. And then I sprinkled the salt, the table salt on it, and then I sprinkled the sea salt on it. And the sea salt left bigger marks. And then I air dry. You're supposed to let it dry by itself, but of course, you know, I wouldn't recommend a blow dryer to dry it, but anyway, that's what I came up with. I'm sure I didn't do it the way everybody else does it. I think I just came up with my own stuff as I went along, but I hope you like it. I hope it was something fun to look at. At least now you are maybe inspire you to create something else for your journal pages. So, yeah, Tuppy, I'm not a patient woman. I'm Irish. Irish are not patient people. And if they are, they're not drunk. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Anyway, this is everything that I do. And below, it's got my Facebook page, my business page, my Etsy store, Pinterest. Everything that I do is down below. I hope you guys follow me or see what I'm up to every once in a while on my pages. And for being patient. I really do appreciate it because I was nervous as heck, and I got to go back and delete all those other streams that I tried. All right, you all have a good night, and I will talk to you soon. I'm sure at the next live stream. Take care.